Welcome back to my self-made tiny house turned fiber art studio. Let's get cozy as I share what I've been making this very chilly springtime. I'll share some of my techniques for how I naturally dye fabric, make a patchwork quilted vest, and start 2 jacket commissions as I get ready for an interdisciplinary art show.
All right, I'm doing natural dye math in my head right now.
I had 2 natural dyed quilted patchwork jacket commissions that I was starting together. One was combining a previously made quilt, which meant that I would need to exactly match the color palette of that previously made quilt to be able to intertwine it with my own natural dyed palette.
I just realized that I've never been like, I have to get this exact color. So I'm doing some natural dye math and going through all the years of that I've been doing it and just trying to trust the process. As for the avocado dye, I feel really confident. I'm just gonna do what I always do, try to make it as uniform as possible, and I think this will be great. This is one of my favorite books. Has a bunch of little palettes. The range that you can get, which is always really cool. Okay, glass jar, my mask, fabric, a little scale, alum acetate, lobster gloves, scythe ball. This is where all the wood is right now, actually. This is where I keep my goodies. I will grab the goodies.
I always give myself several days to work on natural dyeing because it's a lot of steps that are infrequent but take a long time over a few days.
The alum acetate to mordant it, and I just weighed it in this glass jar.
I'm going to be putting this quilted patchwork applique embroidered vest and embroidered top in a show. This is my winter kind of chilly weather quilted patchwork vest, and I decided that I really wanted to make a spring vest that I would be able to keep indefinitely.
We had quite a storm last night. It looks really pretty.
This was a week and a half before spring, so I was really motivated to make something that made me feel like spring was gonna happen.
Hi, Stairs. Where are you?
I wanted to make something that I would get a ton of use out of, and anytime I make something green, I wear it a ton. Now, because I'm only willing to work with scraps, I had to really patchwork together a lot of different variations of green. So these were from past projects. A lot of it is natural dyed, and I did this over several sessions. Now, back to my natural dye project.
Okie dokie. I've got my mortar and pestle. I really like this one specifically for this because you can tell I've done a lot of cochineal in here. I figured I'd wear my coat as inspiration.
Fine. More bark?
Yeah, more bark. So I just gotta get some more. This is a good little bundle so far.
I'm gonna turn on and zero it out, so then when you add your dye stuff to it, you know that you're getting the right weight. Honestly, every time I do this, I feel like I just have to eyeball it because these are so light that it doesn't really, I don't know if my scale is just like not sensitive enough, but this is how much I'm gonna use. This is at this point completely by vibes. It's pretty strong. All right, let's do it. Hello. We're gonna heat up our water.
After finally grinding it as much as possible, I pour it into a pot of water, not too much water so that it can get as concentrated as possible, stirring it occasionally. Then I'm gonna end up straining it and making sure it's as pure color as possible. You'll see that I do an experiment later where I purposely leave some dye stuff in there, but at this point I was just trying to get it solid. Then I started preparing for my avocado dyed fabric, which I saved so many avocado pits for this very moment, so I can use as many as possible. I took off the skins on several of them to reduce the browning that can happen. I wanted it to be more pink leaning.
Adding these cool little marks on it, which is really neat. Oh, look at that. Look at you guys. Look at you guys go. Here's my little experiment. I'm gonna shut off the heat. I'm just gonna leave this for the whole day, let it cool overnight, and then strain it, and then we'll see how rich it gets. Hot diggity dog.
This was the result of one of my experiments with cochineal plus some onion skins added in there for some texture. After about a week of experimenting, I was so excited that I had a whole handful of naturally dyed fibers from my cochineal and avocado dyeing experiments. If you would like your own quilted jacket, you need only fill out the quilted jacket questionnaire.
Per usual, anytime that I come out here, it's a disaster zone and I need to clean and put things away. Lots to put back. So this is gonna be the front. I'm just planning the back on top of it so that I know that I have the right size. It's slightly longer in the back, so I added an extra row. This is all from scraps of different projects. This is natural dyed. I'm either gonna have the liner be this beautiful fabric that I have left over, or I'll do this. I've already done a ton of scrappos. Patchworked this piece together, so then I can have that as the liner fabric. And then I just patchworked this by just doing, I did this stitch to just put this together. It's not that pretty or anything. I just want to make the most of my scraps for batting as well. So this is a very scrappy vest.
Then it was time to quilt.
Isn't that right?
Hello.
My dream would be to be able to finish this before I went on my trip, but you know, I have a bunch of other stuff that I need to do. It just feels nice to make something just for me. Quilting is such a satisfying step. I'll show you once I'm done. Quilted. I just did it on the lines as they were 2 inches apart, or just under 2 inches. It's really nice and textured on the back. And once I wash it too, it'll be even more textured. I love the subtle gradation of greens. So this will be the back. This will be the front. This is gonna be so cool. Yeah. And then this, I made it so the color on the back, this like transitions. It's always so scary cutting it. I'm as sure as I possibly can be, but you know. I am obsessed. This is so cute. The back, I'm gonna make a little strap, guys.
We're working with whimsy, but we're also in reality. I wanted to make sure this would look good with warmer garments underneath because it's often quite cold even in spring, clearly from all the snow.
My scraps are out of control. This is the first day back from my trip to Florida. I've got my projects prepared. I also am very tempted to just finish this piece. One, because I really want to see if I can execute my kind of theory on bordering this. The show that I want to put this in is an interdisciplinary mixed media show. I really want to find a way to integrate things so that it feels really like a painting.
I purposely made it so when I came back from my trip, I'd be able to actually start the quilting portion and patchworking portion from all my naturally dyed pieces. So this was very exciting. I started hand quilting outside because it was strangely, extraordinarily warm the day I came back, and we haven't had a day like it since.
I'm having a grand old time working on this jacket. % is sewing. The preparation and has nothing to do with you at your machine. Other sewists confirm or deny this claim. I just had an idea. I've been wanting to figure out a way to do little tags,
and I decided to finish this up before I got back to my jacket so then I could work on an application that I was working towards.
I got so warm in here because it's like all windows and I'm like frying like a little bug. But it is pretty messy in here now, but that's okay. I will take care of that in next time. Okay, I've been deciding these sizes and I've been doing some math. So I measured how long it's gonna be and how wide it's gonna be to determine how many sets I'm gonna need. So like this is one, this is one, this is one, this is one. And I did some math and it's gonna be a lot of cutting for sure, But what I basically wanna do is make an example diamond, maybe this, like 3, just so she can see my plan, because she was really specific on the design she wanted. So these are all pretty much the same. This is slightly lighter. We've got this, which is leaning more orange. Then I have like random scraps from these that are also, this like leans a little bit more brown. I've got some violet. I already hand sewed to like lock things in on this. I just prepped 3 guys because you really want to have enough thread. And she wanted something really organic, so I think this is going to be really good. I'm hoping she really likes it. I think it's going better. I think it looks cool. All right. I feel really good about this. It's very, very cold again, but that's okay. We're gonna stay cozy with our quilted jackets. Whether it is warm or not, it's good.
Then I decided to revisit some of my embroidery projects. This piece is going to be a late summer transitioning into fall piece. So I've got kind of the goldenrod, and then reworking this piece that I have a video of how I started it.
Hello, good morning. Today's mission. I finished my painting. So here's the thing. This is my original sketch for kind of a concept idea, embroider a bunch of flowers, which I originally had no intention of doing. Then I ended up removing this strip. It is way too hard to stitch through. It was hurting my hand because the weave is way too tight. So then I took this strip off, and then I was thinking, what if I add this in between? I basically just want to bring everything out there and experiment and see what happens.
My favorite thing to do is just look at my materials, look at the shapes as they come together, and see it as a painting or a drawing. Being able to patchwork different materials from various projects is also really fun. I ended up tacking this down because it was laying kind of strange. I jumped back to my other project and finished it up. I decided to add this decorative edge and to just take a photo of it based on where it was inspired by. This is made from hand woven little pieces that I then embroidered on top of one another.
Hello, finished this. And I think I'm gonna put a piece of flat wood behind. I'm gonna grab one more piece and then I'm gonna get photographing and then I can start uploading my application. I have hoofed this girl hopping down the stairs so many times now. Let's get some pictures. These pieces are in various stages of completion. I'm really happy with how this is looking. I also forgot that I made these I want to make felted flower for every flower that's in the show. Have them be kind of sculptural and interacting with the garments and have them kind of like bursting from one of the garments or some of the garments. These are just ideas poking around from looking at all the objects together. You know what I mean? What about, let's just mess around. Give it the old mess about. And considering every single detail is so important because the last thing you do in a piece of artwork is the first thing people will see. How you hang the painting, where you hang it, what it's in relation to. All these relationships are really important and not something to be overlooked. So then when you're doing it, you're like, okay, I know at least what I don't know. I'm gonna keep thinking. She is so heavy. I'm so proud of her.
I love you.
She's meant to be seen like this. I just love this. Oh, I'm so happy. I never thought I'd be able to make something like this. And then I hand quilted it and hands out the edge. Like, it's just really special. To see it alongside the painting is very special too. These were like the two biggest investments I made in this collection so far, and everything else has been to further investigate what I'm thinking about. And I'm really proud of it so far and really excited to see where things go. This pink band, I wanted it to be mirrored with the pink band that is around this painting. Like that connects it, and obviously the red and the green and pink, and then the yellow comes in here.
I'm going to be doing an hour-long artist talk, which I think I'm going to film for my Patreon just to give folks insights into my process if they are not able to attend. But I am leaving all of the links below. And if you want to see more insights into my process, like my sketching practice and everything that goes into my practice, you can head to my Patreon and support me there, and you'll see all things fibers and painting. Oh yeah, and on my shop, I just created a seasonal work section so you can see all of my spring-inspired artwork, so you can head to my shop and check those out. All right, let's get back to working on my quilted patchwork jackets, which I would like to say that they are completely booked for the spring and summer, but if you want to be on the waiting list, please reach out under my commission section where I accept painting and quilted jacket commissions. Okay, so here I am cutting a bajillion squares. I came up with a plan. I'm combining all these colors to really blend the colors in with the pre-existing quilt in, I hope, a really elegant way. I have actually finished the jacket at this point that I'm recording, and I know that it looks awesome, and the person that I made it for, she is very excited. I wanted to take you along in this really cozy morning where I was just gathering inspiration, pulling cards, looking at some of the books that have been inspiring me lately. My embroidery books, the book of symbols. I kind of open it up and see what page is calling to me, and then I will read that for the day. I have been loving the Fiber Art Now magazine. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I've seen people in it like Judy Daniels that I actually know. Thought that was really cool. Look, sunshine. I made this little patchworked, very improvisational log cabin-esque patchwork. And this is the practice of going through my supplies and just seeing what I'm getting inspired by. I'm always starting with scraps. I love looking through all of my books to get inspired on what designs I might want to do from other artists in the contemporary and from a very long time ago. Here I started some 70s inspired patchwork placemats for my kitchen. I took apart some garments that I had previously made with fabric that I just loved, and then I got back to work on my commission. I had a question. I wanted to know what you folks thought about me doing an interdisciplinary studio week where I show you real time me working on kind of everything all at once. A really holistic view of my interdisciplinary mixed media practice where I do painting and I do fibers, I'm collecting inspiration, I'm going thrifting to gather supplies, I'm going in nature. Like, this holistic view of an arts practice is not just the time you're spending in the studio, but really this full encompassing life. I really love really cozy, intimate videos like that. Let me know if you do too. Okay, let's get back to it. So, have you ever found a really cool antique store or thrift shop and then you're like, I have no idea where that was or how to find it again? Well, I just drove around and I, by some miracle, found the place that I've been looking for. I have a big long list of stuff that I need for the house to make decorations for our home renovations. And then I have so many projects for fiber work and for painting that I need, and just supplies. And honestly, I just need to gather some inspiration. So. I'm looking for stuff for the kitchen. It's the first day of spring. And it won't feel like spring here for quite a while. So I just wanted to get outside, you know? I always save acorn caps because I make dye out of them. They make a really great ink. You just want to grab the caps though. Yields the best ink. Testing out my jacket. I love it. It can hold many acorns. It's not below freezing, so I'm happy to be out. You ready to go back? Me too. Hello. All right. I ended up getting this sweater, which is so bold and wild and crazy for me, but I am trying to experiment with saturation in my paintings and in my wardrobe. I want to add, hold. I don't think so. Oh man, that stinks. You just do it. Just do it. Let's just pick her. Ooh, maybe these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have all the information now. Want to add a patch to this shirt. That's really great for life, joy. It's so plain. I've had this since I was 19. The other thing I could do to add some pizzazz to it is just change the buttons. I want it to feel like spring. I just want it to feel like spring so badly. I'm literally looking at snow. But there was 4 feet of snow out there before. Things are changing. I just went with the lines because she's patchy. And then that looks really fun on the back. It's really nice. I think I'll use this for the bias tape. I'll come back in tomorrow and do this. I'm actually really happy with the colors. I think this is gonna be so cute. This green is the exact color of the cabinets, so I can just hold it up and see. I'm gonna clean up tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out in the studio with me, and I hope that you have a great day and that this was inspiring to you, even in the smallest way. And if anything you saw was inspiring and made you want to paint something or make something, let me know. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye.